Welcome to the Daily Energize Podcast, your quick dose of clarity, quick tips, and the spark you need to shine bright. Here's your host, Spencer Jones.
Hey Energizer, it is I, Spencer Jones, your host here of the Daily Energize Podcast. Thank you so much for hopping in, joining me in this podcast and listening to the episodes. And thank you to everyone who has hit follow and subscribe. I really, truly appreciate it. And if you're listening to this and haven't hit follow or subscribe, what you waiting for? Slam that button down and give us a follow, subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Because we're here to hopefully give you a quick tip, something to help you shine your beautiful light with the world. And a little jolt of energy because, having a little extra energy is never a bad thing. So thank you for being here and for all that you do for me, for the world. I am grateful for you. So thank you so much. And I hope you keep shining bright. But also be careful, because shining bright doesn't necessarily mean that you're checking, actually it doesn't mean at all, that you're checking off all these boxes, that you're productive. Your light doesn't equal the amount of productivity, the amount of things you accomplish, how productive you are. Apparently words are hard for me today, so this is fun. But just know that your productivity doesn't determine your worth, your value, your light. But it can feel that way at times. And I don't know about you, I felt this way. If I don't get as much accomplished in my day, if I don't check off all those things on my to-do list or cross off a bunch of things, I feel like, well, I didn't do anything today and I'm worthless. I need to keep going back to work. And what's interesting is I think it's indoctrinated into us. Maybe not for everyone, but for a lot of us, it is. And, well, what did you accomplish today? Well, I did this and this. Oh, that's it? Well, okay. It's taught. It's taught, and we start to believe it and feel it, and it's not true. And it's something that I've had to unlearn in my life, that my value, my worth wasn't tied up into my productivity, into getting so many things done. Even as an entrepreneur, as I'm building the business and stuff, like I go through my to-do list and I'll tell Katie, oh my gosh, I feel so accomplished today. And that's great. I want to feel accomplished because I crossed off, 10 different things on my to-do list. Whoo, we got so much done. But some of those things I added just to cross off, if I'm going to be totally upfront and honest. And then also, sometimes there's some days when they're big projects, right? There's a lot of different steps and things to them. And I got 1 or 2 things done that day, but they were massive things. But yet, because I didn't cross off 10 things, I don't feel as accomplished. And then I start beating myself up because I didn't do anything that day, which is utter baloney, because I did do things that day, a lot of things. It just wasn't many things on my to-do list. So we need to disassociate our worth and value, our light, from how productive we are. And so one way I invite you to help do this is to disconnect from your to-do list, from being productive for 10 minutes. I'm not saying forever, but for 10 minutes, just go disconnect and play. Literally, just go play. Go have fun. What's something that brings you joy, that makes you happy? Right? It's not for growth, not for any type of gain, but just for fun, just to be happy and have joy. Now, maybe that's playing with your animals. Maybe it's playing a video game. Maybe it's going for a walk. I don't know. Whatever it is for you, do it. Now, maybe you don't know how to play anymore. And I get it. Don't beat yourself up. You're not the only one. We've had energizers who have forgotten how to play. And so if you're struggling with what to do, or maybe you want to mix it up because you're doing the same things and it's just not hitting the same way it used to, what did you do as a kid? Katie and I recently did this because we get within a rut of doing the same things and we wanted to mix it up. We're like, I don't know what we could do. So then we thought back, well, what did we enjoy doing as kids? Well, I enjoyed flying a kite as a kid, and the trick kites and do all those crazy stunts and things like that. So we ended up buying 2 kites. So on a day when we feel like it, we can go fly a kite. When we want to take those 10, 15 minutes to just go be silly, be goofy. Maybe you want to sit and watch the clouds pass by, juggle, or whatever. Go have fun. Enjoy life. It doesn't all have to be productive and working hard, because fulfillment doesn't come from that. I don't care how, I've chased it far too long, and I've achieved so many things, which I'm grateful for, but none of it brought me fulfillment. Fulfillment comes from within, connecting to me and having that energy alignment. And that's one reason why the month I'm recording this episode, it's a couple months before it's released, our focus for our energy nexus transformation this month is joy. Intentionally choosing joy, to go play and have fun. That was a challenge. And then we talked about the science behind it and how to integrate it and help people figure out ways to do it, because we need reminders. We all need reminders just to give ourselves permission to play. Like, here, I give you permission to take a break from doing all the things and go play. But you don't need my permission. You need your own permission. I'll give you mine if that helps. But you need to give yourself permission and say, hey, it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up for taking these 10 minutes, this half hour, this hour, and just disconnect and play. A couple of weeks ago, I did this not silent retreat, a disconnect and reconnect retreat by myself. I went up north, had a cabin, and my whole goal was to disconnect from the outside world and just really reconnect with myself, my purpose and vision, and just kind of like a vision quest type thing. And now as I'm recording this episode, I'm thinking back to that, and there's times when it was very intentional, very focused. But there's also some times when I got to play. And although it wasn't necessarily intentional, I'm just going to go be silly and play. There's times I just got to relax. I think the next Vision Quest session and little retreat that I do, I'll intentionally have time where I'm just playing, just totally disconnecting and playing. But I will say the times that I just chilled and did play, even though it might have been unintentional, that's when I've noticed my clarity expand. That's when ideas started to flow. That's when the joy started to really, truly overflow, or flow even more within me. Take time to play. Give yourself permission to play, and give yourself purposeful room to breathe. Because it's so easy to get sucked into go, 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 perform, 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 check this off, check this off, check this off. It's got to be productive. But know your value, your worth is not tied into that. And that fulfillment comes from having that room to breathe. So give yourself permission to play. Play today, play tomorrow. It doesn't have to be crazy long, but just play. Reconnect. You did it as a kid, and you can do it again. And I promise you, it'll be worth it. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you for hopping in, joining me. Thank you for following. Please hit follow and subscribe if you haven't yet. Shout out to everyone who has already. Thank you so much. So keep being you, keep shining bright. And until next time, I will catch you later.